Welcome back, everybody. This is Mog once more here on Mog's Cast, playing some more Landmark with you guys today. And I just zoned back into my home island here, and I kind of spawned below the earth. But I kind of thought this would be I want to share this with you guys because I thought this foliage and all that foliage, is that how you say that? Um, would make for a really cool spell effect at some point in the game. Just all these little like floaty sprite or like little models, 2D little models or whatever they actually are. I don't know. Just kind of flying all over the place on the screen. I thought that would make a cool effect. Anyway, let's get the heck out of here. That worked just fine. Cool. I was hoping I could just pop right out of there. We're heading over back to my claim. You may have seen it in the last episode. It's been probably a few weeks since I recorded that last one, to be quite honest, guys. I'd just been really lazy about editing it. I kind of got back into Project Zomboid quite heavy there, if you didn't notice. But I've been playing this on and off, and I've been making improvements to the keep. I completely destroyed the temple. The statue looks kind of crazy from a distance. Once you get closer, it actually kind of smooths out and acts like it should. Let's see if that'll work. There it goes, starting to load in. There's my Brel Cyrillus statue thus far. Come on, load in. You can do it. I believe in you, Landmark. I know you got a lot on your plate, but you can do it. You just got a quick glimpse at some of the props that were inside my house there in my claim. Is this actually gonna load? My god. Okay, hold on a sec. I guess I'll pause until it gets loaded. Okay, welcome back, guys. Everything seems to be all loaded in at this point, so let's take a look. This is the statue at this point now. I've kind of finished everything up, at least to the point that I'm kind of happy with. Finished up the gloves. I don't think those were done in the last episode. I sculpted the head and face and put some glowy bulbs here in the eyes just for a little more definition and to show kind of some depth there and activity. Hovered the candles up here for his lit crown. I mean, there is some other frills I could put on him and decorations and stuff from some of his artwork in the past. But I think this is fine for now, for Landmark, for how the lore's kind of been reset. I don't think there's any real hard definition of Brel just yet. Maybe other than the crown. That's a pretty iconic thing, but anyway. That's enough of me musing on that. Let's take a look at the keep. The temple at this point. It was the keep in the last episode. It was torn down and revamped because I want to go with a more solid Dwarven look. The last look looked a lot more human, I thought. Now this has a long way to go, don't get me wrong. This is nowhere near complete. A lot of this is kind of temporary as I work things out and kind of experiment. Unfortunately, the inside isn't really well lit, so there is that, but it's not too big of a deal, I suppose. This game is just so damn blue when you get inside, when there's no direct sunlight. The ambient light in this game is just friggin' blue. Oh, man. I really wish they would kind of whiten it out a bit, because this just looks totally just flooded. It's ridiculous. Light's not shining very well. Just way too blue. Let's turn that on. Is that on? Is lighting that bad right now? Okay, that's on now. Well, this is my temple. I've been working on it a lot. I want to make it a lot more Dwarven. There's a lot of casks around. There's a lot of more kind of runish engravings, pillars, stonework, things like that than it had initially. You guys probably didn't see it early on. It's been very basic, but I've actually spent a lot of time working on these. Why don't we go ahead and check out the bottom floor before we get too much further in this, or maybe we'll just keep looking at this stuff. I put up the pickaxe because I wanted something to kind of symbolize Dwarven culture. And I got kind of the door frame here in this door. Oh my god, I love these doors. Oh, I cannot claim credit for these wholly. It's my own take on some designs I've seen on some other claims that I actually do want to show you guys today. That's one of the things we're going to be doing, is going around and checking out another claim. What I kind of want to do until combat gets, PvE gets implemented into the game wholly, where I actually have mobs and stuff I can fight while just going out and harvesting, which is honestly the bulk of my time spent in this game when I'm not crafting through my resources. It just takes so much of my time in this game, which is fine. I kind of enjoy it. It's fun, but it'll be a lot more fun when there's actually dangers in the caves and things like that. That'll make it a lot more interesting and fun to record. Right now, it's mainly just building is kind of the interesting stuff I find. But let's take a look from another angle here. Let's get up close to one of these pillars here. I'm just going to, I guess, grapple up here. I made some cool kind of designs on here, I thought. They go all the way up to the top there, and then it kind of flattens back out. with these pillars. I finally came up with this design after looking at a few other things. They just used to be blank stone, and I added the worked stone over them here. So let's take a look around. I kind of want to extend that design up onto these pillars because they're kind of naked currently. I haven't done anything with them. I actually plan to do that. Extend for a bracket up to these tops because that would make sense. What I need to figure out next, and what I kind of want to do next, is get a lot more frills on here. The pillars I think will be fine for the time being unless they come out with a style guide that kind of contradicts what I'm kind of going at, or mine wouldn't fit at all with what they're working. That's fine. I just want to establish a baseline here that would seem a lot more basic Dwarven. I need to work on the roof a lot. I might actually raise it a little bit. I guess we'll see. So it gives me a little bit more ability to flare out these roofs. So I've seen some cool designs that I think could work well in here, but I need a way to implement them. I may have to rework this, but I guess we'll see. There's a lot of things that I want to do, and a lot of things that others have done that I thought were really great. We got a few more things we can look at here in the claim before we go off and explore some other ones here. Keep you guys updated on my progress here. Let's take a look at the keg cellar and storage room. It's back here. There's not too many crates yet. I need to craft a few more and put them in here to make it look more like a storage room. But I made this little cooler and keg room here for a couple of the big kegs you can make. Close that back up, and I'm going to take you down to the mine, because I've updated the mine into a shrine inside of a mine, and I have a small workshop back here. So there's that secret door up there, it comes down here, but it's mainly just a back entrance to the mine that you can walk to pretty easily. I've got some lights up in here to kind of keep it easy, but this is kind of my room for working on things. Nothing too special there, just a blank room for me. And this is the shrine. My shrine to Brel in the entranceway. Let me go first person here for you. So this is kind of what I've been working on. I'm going to be reworking this door, I'm pretty sure. I had a couple of cobalt doors on here, but they kept getting winded up the wrong way, like after a few days. So I guess I can put them back down, but they're kind of a pain. I need to work with them, though. They're the right doors for this, just, they're annoying. Why don't we go nice and big here on the doors? Come on, get in position there. Too big. And rotate. And hold down shift, and we're going to place that now. You can scale this a little closer, but this is about where I want it to be. Let's dig those hinges into the wall a bit if we can. And does that look pretty well even? I think so. Let's go ahead and just duplicate this one over. Completely flip it over though. And get that mounted into position. Hold down shift and click. It should be scaled to the right size already. Does that dig in? That just digs in. Let's pull that out a bit and lower it down. Oh darn, that's just a hair too close. I bet I could modify that butt up against the door there, maybe make it a diagonal and see if that'll give me some space. Just this one over just a bit. We'll probably have to do the same on that side, but that's fine. I can work on that. But this is how it did look, with the doors that would open and close. Just like that. I need to actually cut that wall back a little bit. They didn't use the clip because of them being a little smaller and fit to the smaller butt there, but I guess we'll see. I might actually just redo that. Behind us is another one of these gates, but it hasn't been fully flourished yet, and it's a little bit thicker than the one down or up top. A little thicker. But that's this side. This side's mostly done. I didn't want to frill it quite as much with as much gold, but I still need to frill this side, which I haven't done yet, obviously. And we come on out, down here, to where Brel is digging out the mine. That was the whole point, is the statue was digging this mine, which led to the shrine for Brel, and the temple up above. I need to work on these stairs a bit, and I need to rework on the platforms with kind of updated designs from the rest of the keep. And what I've ended up doing on, I think, the pillars is going to be my baseline for design. But on that note, why don't we go ahead and go check out one of my other friends' claims here. In fact, he's the one, unfortunately, who just went offline. I was kind of hoping to catch him while he was over there at the claim, but it's not a big deal. We're going to go ahead and use a little trick. I've already got him pulled up here, so find it. We're going to be checking out, he's got a few claims here. One that he's got in the Karen build, his Dark Elf claim was actually hosted on the Landmark Workshop show on YouTube. Or maybe it's just a EverQuest Next Workshop show on the EQNext YouTube channel. He actually is on the Dark Elf Foundation Island. If you have the game or you're in the beta early access, you can go ahead and go to that claim on the Foundations Museum. His claim is there for this place. Anyway, we're going to be checking out the new Fortress of the World Heart. I didn't realize he had named it yet, but why don't we go ahead and visit that claim and continue. We don't even have to use a teleport shard, I'm 90% sure, unless that's been changed. I wouldn't be too surprised though. It has the friggin' icon for it in the menu, but it doesn't actually say it's going to use a port stone. It didn't before for me. So maybe I'll get lucky. If I still have 4 when we get out there, I think I'm good. And we have arrived. So let's see. I think it's right up here actually is the entrance. Yeah, it looks like this is his little path leading up. This is the Jello's new Fortress of the World Heart, I think is what he titled it. We can take a look here actually. Bring that down. Have I liked this one yet? I haven't. Okay, well let's like that. I should have. New Fortress of the World Heart. This is his Dwarven architecture. And I really dig it. He's got some cool designs here. It's an inlay that kind of alternates in and out, which I think is a really cool design because it maintains that flat presence while actually still adding a lot of nice detail. And I need to figure out how he gets such small bits. I can't do that with such precision. They tend to bleed into each other, and I can't figure out the exact methods to get it right. I need to work on that a bit. I need to experiment. Why don't we go ahead and delve in, take a look. I think we may have already taken a look at this one, but what I want to look at mainly today is flooring. How he does his flooring detail. So it looks like he has steps 2 wide, 1 up, 2 wide, 1 up, 2 wide, 1 up, which is what I have a lot of too, that's fine. But his final step and all his edging around the rooms are negative. So it just takes away full cut, no angling, just full cut, even on the bottom of the steps, just to add a small amount of detail. There are some spots where it just runs flat, and that's how he does his walls. Oh, I really like that. I can make my own cutout designs, but that is really nice. Oh, I dig it. There's a lot of cool things we could learn from this guy. He has got some great work here, and he is actually who I got the idea for these gates from. You may have noticed in one of the earlier episodes, or I can't remember if it was on my last episode I uploaded, to be quite honest, or if it was on one of the Twitch streams I did. But yeah, this claim has got some great work, and it just feels so damn dwarven when you're in here, especially when you get down in here. Because look over here, you turn around, and boom, big old friggin' dwarven face on fire with a beard. Can you not claim that to be dwarven? Because that's friggin' dwarven to me. Pretty rad, I thought. This dude did a really good face. And beard. I really should look at that and see how he kind of figured that one out, because that's nice. I think that's just worked stone, and this is just like a rough stone. That's what he did for the beard to differentiate. Maybe I'll end up doing that in the statue, just to differentiate a little bit. I want to keep it stone. I kind of got sick of working in the material tones, because it made it try to seem too real, and then when I got to the face and hands and things like that, it just seemed too stonework. Anyway, not a big deal, but yeah, check these gates out. My god, his gates are great. I just love how aggressive they look. These things just look burly. God, so his steps here. He's got this 45 that goes all the way up it, or coming to a point. I can't do these. I don't know how he does this with such precision. Like, I know that it looks really simple to cut these. Like, you just take a 45 and you just shear off the top of these after you cut in. But it just doesn't seem to want to work for me. Maybe I just need to go about it in a different process. In fact, that's exactly what it is, because I can't do it, and he's done it here. But I just, it's frustrating sometimes trying to work with these tools because they bleed when you don't want to. Sometimes they won't bleed when you want them to. Oh, they can be a pain. Sorry for looking down. I'm just sitting here just like holding my face, just like I can't believe they're so hard. Okay. So he's got just cuts occasionally through his thing to kind of break up the monotony of the floorboards. That's easy enough. And it's all just basic worked stone. Looks like his walls go lighter color. How does he get so much light in here? I wonder. Because that just seems spectacular. How the hell did he get such good lighting? Because that's what's really doing it for me, is the lighting down here underground. I should really ask him about that. Because that's spectacular. This is just, okay, an unfinished room. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and head back to my claim. Or at least head on out of here for now. Kind of got what I wanted to look at. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look down here too. It looks pretty similar. Some double wide cuts that makes you stumble. Well, that's okay. Just provide some everlasting stronger there. Like a stronger feeling to the flooring. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Microvoxel paper looks like, or cloth of some kind. This must be the world heart that he made. Let's use the grappling hook. Come on down here a bit. I can dig that. That's pretty awesome. Oh, that's another thing. We have ledge grabs now. Just added that in. Oh, come on. You can get up there. There we go. It's okay. You hold forward and jump. If you just jump, you won't hop up. Or if you jump and then press forward, you have to be holding forward and then jump, and you'll pull yourself up and over to do it properly. Okay, heading back on up. Let's go ahead and just use a portal shard, I suppose. We're gonna get out of here. We're heading back to the Brel's Temple. And we're going to see kind of what we might be able to do, where we can cut up the flooring a bit. I did make it like 3 thick, so we should be able to cut it and ingrain it just fine without too much worry of bleeding and things like that, because it should be thick enough. Okay guys, welcome back to the claim here at Brel's Temple. We just got back, and I just kind of want to go over a couple of things back at the claim here. Like, you saw the layering at Dagello's place, Dagello's place. And I've kind of taken a little bit of a try at it, but he had like such good layering, and like everything was so thin and precise. I just haven't been able to achieve that same level. I kind of grabbed some of these, I think, from Eleven's claim when I was looking at it before. I don't know, but yeah, you can see kind of the similarity in the gates that I've made and the door frames. His pillars are kind of similar at the bases, I think. In his claim, if you may have caught them in the last section there, I wasn't really paying too much attention. But I need to make this a lot more Dwarven. A lot of that's going to probably come in the decoration and final decorum of the steps and all the cutting through the stonework. That's definitely going to help set the tone. But that's what we have to work on. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe next time I'm going to be recording an episode. We'll see if some of the PvE gets in. Added to the game, updated into the game. Maybe we'll go on some harvesting runs and see what kind of junk and danger we can get ourselves into. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please do click that like button, and maybe hit that subscribe button if you want to keep getting more content from me streamed straight to your YouTube homepage. We'll talk to you guys next time. Cheers!